How are you? Well, for all of you that are here and that can hear me, I hope we managed to get it done not too long after 9 o'clock tonight. I don't want to keep you. Hi, Redmi. Helen, how are you? You never know, Serene, you never know. God moves in mysterious ways. Good evening, Bernadette. I'm glad you can hear me now, Alona. Okay, it's now 8 o'clock, so I'm going to start. As I said, I don't want to keep you all too long, past 9 o'clock. First, let me say this. Thank you for being here again tonight. Many of you have joined us for 5 consecutive days, and that is not easy. You've had to deal with work, family, your other responsibilities, yet you still made the time to show up, and we truly appreciate that. I know I do. I'd like to take a quick moment to check in with all of you. If you're just coming back from work, or if you just finished your dinner, and you're finally sitting down after a long day, my sincere welcome to you all. And I just hope that you can stay calm and have a stress-free event. Remember as much as you can, because we've got the great quiz at the end of this webinar. Now, you don't need to rush tonight, and you certainly don't need to feel pressurized. It's just the final wrap-up of everything we've done, and we're trying to finish all parts of the GIC platform just so you have a better understanding before you go out and start talking to people. So tonight's session is meant to be calm, clear, and practical. And I hope everyone's feeling okay this evening. I don't know if your day was busy, or if it was tiring, or if it was a productive one. But if you want to just let us know in the chat your emojis or your responses, that'd be great. It needs to know that you're listening and we're engaging with you, and that helps us tremendously. So, as I said, it's Friday night. Some of you might be making plans now, I don't know, to rest, family time, or simply to catch up in your sleep. That's important too. And I want you to know that GIC respects balance. Work matters, but so does life. Now we'll just take a step back and look at the journey that we've had together this week. Over the past 4 days, we've moved step by step. Day 1 was about understanding GIC, who GIC is and why this platform exists. Day 2 was focused on how participation rewards and income structures work. I hope Day 3 helped you align with policies, roles, and responsibilities. Yesterday, Day 4, we addressed frequently asked questions and real concerns. If you have managed to stay with us from Day 1 until now, you've already done something valuable. You chose understanding over assumptions. So today is our final session in this series. And tonight is not going to be about convincing anyone. It's not about asking you to make decisions on the spot. Tonight is about practical clarity and confidence. I will talk calmly and clearly, I hope, about how contracts work in real situations, how deposits and withdrawals are processed, what is allowed on the platform and what crosses boundaries, and of course, how we can move forward responsibly without stress or confusion. By the end of tonight's session, our goal is that you leave with a clear understanding and the confidence to decide your next steps at your pace. As I've said every night this week, if something is unclear, you don't understand my accent, it's okay to ask. If something doesn't fit your situation, it's okay to pause. Understanding always comes first. All right, let's begin with the first part. Contract and deposits. Now we're going to move into this core topic of tonight, contracts and contract deposit. This is one of the most important parts of GIC and also one of the most misunderstood. So we will take our time and explain it clearly. First, a GIC contract is not an investment agreement. It is a work participation contract that clearly defines what type of work you are participating in, the work cycle and the duration, plus how the tasks are completed, reviewed, and how rewards are distributed. We'll also detail how responsibilities are shared between you and the platform. Most importantly, signing a contract is always optional. No one is forced to sign anything. If you do not feel ready, it is completely fine to wait. And I hope you all understand that. So, now let's talk about the contract deposit. The contract deposit exists as a safety feature for you and for the platform. For you, it protects your effort. Because once the contract is active, your work is locked into the system, your tasks are reserved for you, and your rewards are tracked under a formal agreement. This means your work is not casual or temporary. It is recognized and protected by contract terms. For the platform, the deposit ensures responsibility. Because GIC works with real partner companies. These partners rely on timely, real, and complete work submissions. The deposit helps ensure that the tasks are taken seriously, the work is completed properly, and system abuse or random quitting is reduced. This balance allows GIC to maintain long-term cooperation with partners and continue offering stable work opportunities. But let's be very clear here. The contract deposit is not a fee. It is not a charge and is not a company income. It is your own money, temporarily held under contract terms. When you complete your work cycle according to the agreement, the deposit is returned as stated in the contract. Your salary and task rewards are separate from the deposit, and they are earned based on the work completed. And we want to emphasize this strongly. GIC does not benefit from people rushing into contracts. We believe long-term systems only work when everyone understands what they are doing. If you are confident, informed, and comfortable, you will move forward. If you need more time, more clarity, or more questions answered, you pause. Both choices are respected. Because transparency builds trust, and trust is what allows a platform like this to grow steadily. So please remember, the contract is there to protect your work. The deposit is there to ensure fairness and responsibility, and your decision should always be made with understanding, not pressure. In the next section, we will talk about transactions and withdrawals, so you can clearly see how money flows in and out of the system. Now, before we go any further, I'd just like to take another drink. AC is very drying, but do you all understand what I've said so far this evening? Well, please forgive me if I get mixed up with time differences. I do apologize. Thank you. Thank you. I see you all confirming that you do, which is good for me, believe me. All right. Now that we understand what the contract and deposit are for, let's talk about something everyone cares about. How transactions and withdrawals actually work. This part is very important because most confusion doesn't come from the rules, it comes from not seeing and understanding the full process. So we will explain this step by step in simple terms. First, when you choose to activate a contract and make a deposit, that action is tied directly to your verified account. This means the system knows who you are, the transaction is traceable, and the contract is linked to your identity and work cycle. This is done to protect you. It prevents account misuse, unauthorized withdrawals, and confusion over ownership of funds. Now we're going to talk about withdrawals. Withdrawals are not based on rank, connections, or personal relationships. They are processed based on verification status, work completion status, system processing time, and overall platform volume. At certain times, many users may withdraw at once, and when this happens, processing can take longer. And this is normal for any platform handling real-time multiple transactions. If you submit a withdrawal period during high traffic periods, your funds may take more time to arrive. This does not mean something is wrong. It simply means the system is processing your order and accuracy is prioritized over speed. And every transaction must be verified properly. This protects everyone, including you. And we want you to be very sure about this. No staff member, manager, or third party can speed up withdrawals, request extra fees to release funds, or ask you to send money outside official channels. If you ever see this, pause immediately and verify through official support. Because, as we've said this whole week, transparency builds confidence. When you understand how money moves, you don't panic during delays. You don't rely on rumors, and you don't feel pressurized. You know what's happening, and that's the goal. So in the next section, we're going to enlighten you more about invitations and boundaries, so everyone understands how to share responsibly or choose not to share at all. Okay, there's an awful lot in there, and I feel as if I was speaking too fast, so we're just going to take a pause for a moment, and I just want to check in. How's everyone holding up so far? Because if you've been listening since the beginning, it might have been a bit tiring, and that's okay. Some of you could be relaxing at home now, and I know that some of you are. Annette is there with our baby. Some may still be at work, and we thank you, because that's not always easy. But most of you will already be thinking about the weekend. And on that question, are you all looking forward to the weekend? Yeah? Please just send an emoji or a reaction. Do you have good plans? Is it going to be rest? Family time? Catching up on sleep? Whatever it is, we hope you give yourself time to recharge. Because, as we constantly say, GIC believes that people do better work when life is balanced. All right, I'm seeing some of the replies to the chats. I'm sorry that I can't, they're going so fast that I can't read them all. I see Ruby, meet new members to join GIC. Congratulations. Well, Angela is working. Wow. Aquino, housekeeping. Well, we all have to do that every now and again. Okay. Thank you for sharing that moment with us. Now that we've covered contracts and deposits, I want to move into the next important topic. This part is practical, and understanding it will help you avoid unnecessary worry. We're going to talk about how deposits and withdrawals flow in the system, what happens after you take action, and why things are designed the way they are. Again, this is not about speed or pressure. It is about safety, order, and transparency. So if everyone's okay, I will continue. We're now moving into how deposits and withdrawals actually work in practice. This is one of the most common areas where people feel unsure. Not because the process is complicated, but because they don't always see what happens behind the system. So tonight, we'll explain this. When you decide to activate a contract and make a deposit, that action is recorded under your verified account. Now, this means the system knows the funds belong to you and the contract is officially activated and your work cycle begins. Nothing here is manual or based on personal relationships. Thankfully, the system handles it automatically to ensure fairness and traceability. This decision protects you from account mix-ups, unauthorized access, or disputes over ownership. Now we'll have a look at withdrawals. And withdrawals are processed based on rules and sequence, not on urgency or emotion. The system checks your identity verification, your work or contract status, task completion records, and platform processing capacity. When many users, and I've said this just a few minutes previously, when many users submit withdrawals at the same time, processing may take longer. This does not mean that your funds are missing or you're not going to get them. It simply means they are in the queue. And not just GIC, but every platform that handles real-time, high-traffic transactions faces this situation. If we rush verification, mistakes happen. But if we slow down slightly, accuracy improves. GIC prioritizes correctness and security over speed. And that is why you may see different processing times on different days. Faster withdrawals during low traffic periods, or slight delays during peak periods. This part is extremely important, so I really want you to remember this. No one can privately speed up your withdrawal, ask you to pay extra fees to release funds, or request transfers outside the official platform. If you ever encounter something like this, stop immediately and verify through your official channels. Protecting your funds also means protecting yourself. So when you understand how process works, you don't panic over normal waiting times. You don't rely on rumors and you don't feel pressurized by others. You stay calm because you know what's happening. That confidence is exactly what we want you to leave with tonight. We're going to go on to talk about invitation logic and boundaries next. How to share responsibly, and why choosing not to share is also perfectly okay. So I hope you have understood what we said about withdrawals and deposits. We hope that you will take it to heart because it's very, very important. A DJ there saying he receives his withdrawals in less than 5 minutes always. That good for you. Good for you, DJ. As you can see, took a bit of water. I can read some of the chats. Oh. That's right, Leroy. Protecting your funds means protecting yourself. So the next one I'm going to speak about now, as we said, invitation logic and responsible boundaries. So I'm going to go slow a little bit with this because invitations affect not only you, but also the people around you. Whenever money, work, or opportunity are involved, relationships matter. So it's important we talk about this carefully and responsibly. I want to ask you a simple question. Who here has ever been invited to something that made you uncomfortable? So just reply in the chat, thumbs down, thumbs up. It doesn't matter. Because I think we have all been invited to something that has made us uncomfortable. Yeah, certainly, Maria. Oh, looky all you, Ernesto. Yeah, but the majority of people have found themselves in a situation of being invited to something that hasn't made them comfortable. So most of us have experienced this at some point. That is why we don't want GIC to feel like that, for you or for the people you know. GIC does not rely on mass advertising or hype. This platform grows through real users doing real work. When more responsible users join, companies gain more reliable data, more tasks become available, and the platform becomes more stable. Invitations exist as a way to recognize those who help the system grow healthily. It's a contribution-based reward, a sales target. And I just want to point out here, we've got 570 people on tonight. Congratulations, guys. Thank you very much. Now, this part is important. You are never required to invite anyone. You will not be punished, limited, or judged for not inviting. Some people prefer to focus only on their own tasks. They like to keep work and personal life separate. Or they want to avoid involving friends and family in work matters. All these choices we respect. If you do decide to invite someone, do it from a place of clarity, not pressure. Because that means explain what the platform is. Explain that the income depends on efforts and rules. Tell them that participation is optional. Let the other person decide freely. The moment pressure enters the conversation, trust leaves. And this is very important for us, and we want to keep on saying this to you. Please don't promise guaranteed income. Don't exaggerate earnings. Certainly don't hide risks or conditions or rush people into decisions. Because short-term excitement creates long-term problems. GIC is not built for fast hype, it's built for steady participation. Because we believe your relationships are more important than any referral reward. And that no bonus is worth damaging trust with family, close friends, or people who rely on you. If someone says, I need time, or I'm not comfortable, that answer should be respected. And you should just leave these people alone until they return to you or decide to have this conversation again. Because strong platforms don't grow because people are pushed. They grow because people understand, trust, and choose. Whether you invite others or not, what matters most is that you participate responsibly and confidently. And when everyone does that, the system stays healthy for the long term. Now, in the final section, before the quiz, we'll talk about risk awareness and common misconceptions. So everyone leaves tonight calm, grounded, and informed. I'm actually laughing because I get so much enjoyment from the quizzes. But yes, Macy, you've been scammed before. And I appreciate what you're saying. Yeah, and I hope you find this in GIC so you can move forward. I really, really do. Thank you for sharing with us. So, before we move on, I want to share something with you. It's not a rule, it's not a policy, it's just a thought that's developed over the years. Every stable system you see today started from a period where things were not yet smooth. In the beginning, there were always questions, adjustments, learnings, and failures. So imagine this. At the start, a small group of people chose to understand before acting. They asked questions. They moved carefully because they respect boundaries. And because of that, misunderstandings were reduced, the process improved, and trust builds. Months later, the system becomes smoother because trust and confidence has grown. Withdrawals feel normal, work feels routine and nothing out of the ordinary, and the decisions that we make feel calm. And one day you look back and realize things are smoother because of the choices made at the beginning. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. What you are doing today matters more than it seems. Because choosing to understand contracts before signing, because choosing not to pressure others, and because choosing transparency over speed may be small actions, but small actions taken consistently creates big differences over time. And I hope you agree with me with that. When invitations are done responsibly, fewer people feel confused, and there's definitely fewer conflicts happening. But more importantly, relationships remain intact. And that creates a healthier environment for you, for others, and for the platform. The system doesn't need everyone to invite. It needs enough people to invite responsibly. There may come a time when processes feel smooth, questions become fewer, and confidence replaces doubt. And I know that when that day comes, you'll be able to say to yourself, I'm glad I took the time to understand. I'm glad I didn't rush. I'm glad because I made careful choices from the start. Those quiet decisions you make today are the reasons things feel easier tomorrow. Now, whether you invite others or not, what still is important and what matters the most is this. You move forward with clarity, responsibility, and respect for yourself and others. That's how real process happens. And in the next and final part, we're going to talk about risk awareness and common misconceptions. So everyone ends tonight going into the weekend grounded, calm, and confident. So this part is not about rules or instructions. It's about how people usually make decisions in real life. Because most problems don't come from bad decisions or bad systems. They come from good systems being misunderstood. Excuse me. When people hear the word risk, they often think of loss or danger. That's not wrong. But in most everyday situations, risk simply means we act before understanding. And that's something all of us have experienced. Not because we're careless, but because we're human. And that's why we're taking this time tonight. Let's imagine for a moment you start using a new app, a tool, or a system. On the first day, everything feels unfamiliar. You don't know where all the buttons are. You're not sure what each function does. So you move slowly. You read instructions. You might even watch video tutorials. At this stage, going slow is not weakness, it's intelligence. Now compare that to somebody who skips all the instructions and thinks I'll learn by doing and presses everything quickly. If something goes wrong, they often say, the app is confusing, or this system doesn't work. The truth is, the system didn't fail. The process was rushed. GIC works in the same way. Those who take time to understand at the beginning ask fewer urgent questions later, because we feel calmer during normal days and we make better decisions over time. Slowness at the start creates smoothness later. Then let's look at another familiar situation. Managing your own money. When you receive your salary, do you immediately spend everything without checking? Most people don't. You look at the balance, you think about upcoming expenses, you decide what's safe to use now and what should wait. That doesn't mean you're afraid of spending money. It just means you're being responsible. And participation in any work system follows the same logic. People who succeed long term are not the most aggressive. They are the most aware. They understand where they are, what they are doing, and what pace suits them. Now, if you look at both of those examples, you'll notice the same pattern. In learning something new and in managing money, the key is not speed, it's understanding. When understanding is strong, stress decreases and mistakes reduce. Plus, confidence increases. And this is what we want for everyone here. Because what we're trying to share with you won't just work for the GIC platform. It'll work for every decision that you make going forward. If you start living it now, your life will become easier across your living environment, not just dealing with GIC. So that's something to think about. Some of the decisions we make today may feel small. Deciding to ask one more question, deciding not to rush, deciding to wait until we're comfortable. These small choices have long-term effects. Months from now, things will feel smoother. When processes feel normal, you'll likely be glad you moved carefully at the beginning, because smooth systems are built by patient decisions. And I just want to add here, you don't need to compare yourself with anyone else. There's no need for you to match someone else's speed. Your pace should match your understanding. That's not hesitation. That's maturity. So, just looking at some of the comments. Thank you, Real Me. I don't know what that was, Grab It. You're going to have to forgive me. So, before we go into Kahoot, and I know you all love Kahoot because I think it's great fun. With the above in mind, I want to move into a short Kahoot activity. Again, no test, no competition. It's simply a way for all of us to check our understanding together. Because believe it or not, I'm learning every day as well. The questions are based on real situations we've discussed tonight. So, keep your focus, and as you participate, you will reinforce what you've just heard. So, we're moving to Kahoot now. Before we start, let's take a minute to get ready together. So prepare your mobile. My goodness. Okay. For those of you who haven't gone into Kahoot before, you may want to use your phone or an iPad if it's possible. And in the Zoom chat, you will actually share the Kahoot link. Once you see the link, enter your nickname and wait on the Kahoot screen. No registration is required. Just follow the link. So, let's check. Can you also, well, obviously a lot of you have actually seen the link in the Zoom chat. Please type ready in the chat to let us know that you're there and you're looking so forward to joining the Kahoot chat. Wow, as I said, I see so many of you in. Unlike the last two nights, we only have 12 questions tonight. And as you know, the questions will appear on the screen and you'll have a short time to choose your answer out of 4 options. And I think it's a nice fun way to review what we've discussed. Don't overthink it, just calmly go with your understanding. But please remember, this is about learning, not competing. You don't need to get every question right. It doesn't matter if you get every question wrong. You are trying if you're on the quiz. Because the goal is to reinforce understanding, to clear any confusion that remains, and to end this session on a positive note because you're going into the weekend and we want you to enjoy it. So, relax, enjoy, and have fun with it. All right, are we all ready? Thumbs up on the screen if you can. Well, what we're going to do now is I'm just going to enter straight away. And please, don't worry if you get tricked once or twice. Every answer will be explained, including why the other options are tempting but wrong. So, let's begin. A GIC contract is mainly designed to guarantee profits. Now think carefully. I will say it again, because I don't want my accent to have actually caused a problem. True or false? A GIC contract is mainly designed to guarantee profits. Okay. The correct answer is false. Anyone clicked through? I've seen 221 of you have, but this is the perfect opportunity to learn. And I know why you wanted it to be true. But remember day 1 and day 2? Contracts define rules, not promises. We'll say that again. Contracts define rules, not not promises. And that's very, very important. So, let's move on to the next question. Oh, no. See, I forgot. JJ, welcome. Emmy, Brother Louis, how are you? May and Rolando, 1987. Still very young, God bless you. Next question. And what is the real purpose of the contract deposit? Now, we spoke about this tonight. Is it company income? Is it punishment? Is it safety and responsibility for both sides? Or is it entry fee? Company income, punishment, safety and responsibility for both sides, and entry fee. Wow, 352 answers. Wow, exactly. 325 correct. And for those who answer differently, only C makes sense. A sounds scary, B sounds angry, and D sounds tempting. But only C protects both sides, you and the company. Simple. So, next question, please. Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry, guys. I'm thinking too much about the weekend. Dana M. Oh, welcome back, Dana. Then we have Bintok. May is still here. Rolando is still here. And JJ, still here. True or false? For double points, inviting others is required to continue participating. True or false? So inviting others is required to continue participating. True or false? And this is a double point question, dudes. Any more for any more? 356 answers? Wow. Yeah, it's false. If you've chosen true, you've had bad experiences in other platforms before, I would imagine. Invitation is optional. Always. So let's just keep that in mind. Okay, next question. Oh no, it's not. It's the ranking. Oh, Dana M, you moved down. Rolando, straight up there, brother. We got Hot Dog. Welcome back, Hot Dog. Dana M and Oatin. I hope I've pronounced that properly. Please forgive me. Maria Tina as well, up 134 places. Congratulations. You're the highest climber. So guys, next question. What affects withdrawal timing the most? Invitation count, relationship, system verification and volume, or contract size? So, what affects most? Invitation count, relationship, system verification and volume, contract size? Oh, we have a few more people who've decided to play the game. Thank you all. Yes, system verification and volume. Because you have to understand that this is not a VIP lanes system. Everything follows order. So what winners have we got tonight now? Let's see. Not winners, but leaders. Ronaldo, congratulations. Oh, there's a surge. 018, I hope that's right. Donna M, Hot Dog, and JJ, you're still there. You are still there. Double points for the next question. If you feel rushed to decide, you should probably slow down. Yes or no? True or false? If you feel rushed, you should probably slow down. True or false? Any more? Wow. This must be the people who logged on late. 366 answers. How cool is that? True. Because good decisions feel bad decisions feel urgent. It's as simple as that. Nothing else. So, what's the scores like? This is updated? No, it's a bit slow. I don't know if... Otien? Congratulations again. JJ up. Jennifer, new to the top 5. Teal, new to the top 5. Teal, tell. My apologies. And Donna M. Glad that you're still here. Now, what is the most responsible way to invite somebody? Sorry. What is the most responsible way to invite somebody? Is it to show only best results? It's to promise fast income? Is it to share honestly and let them decide? Or just say everyone is joining? So again, is it show only best results? Say everyone is joining? Promise fast income? Or share honestly and let them decide? There we go, Brown. And that's right. Answers A, B, and D are how friendships end quickly. So, let's have a look at the standing. Fuyo. 018, still there. JJ. Donna M has moved up. Ruby has moved up. And Jennifer, you're still there. And Raquel is the highest climber. Congratulations, Raquel. So, halfway point. Moving slower at the beginning usually causes more problems later. Now just remember, guys, speed helps, but understanding helps more, okay? So, true or false? Moving slower at the beginning usually causes more problems later. Tick tock, tick tock. Yes, it's false. Because moving slowly at the start equals smooth later. And we need to understand that. Wow. Ruby's moved up. Donna M is still here. Tell is there, and 018 is still at the top. Okay. If something feels unclear, what should you do? If something feels unclear, what should you do? rush, copy others, pause and verify officially, pause and verify officially, ignore, rush, or copy others. What do you think? Again, Brown, pause and verify officially. Because A and B, D are how people say, why didn't anyone tell me? Simple as that. Simple as that. So, any change to the standings? Yeah. Oh, Waiting is hanging on. Well done, JJ, Ruby, and Donna M. Gina is starting to make a comeback now because she's just got 3 in a row, which is great. Congratulations. So the next one is true or false. Everyone must move at the same pace on the platform. Everyone must move at the same pace on the platform. True or false, false or true, everyone must move at the same pace on the platform. Yeah, it's false. It is false. Because different pace, same system. All right, leaderboard check. Phew. 018 is still there. JJ's still there. And Donna, M, Maria, and Tel have surged. So, we've got 3 questions left, and things might change. You never know. 3 questions and anything could happen. Which mindset leads to long-term stability? Which mindset leads to long-term stability? Is it fast decision, comparison, understanding before action, and pressure? So again, which mindset leads to long-term stability? Fast decisions, comparison, understanding before action, or pressure? Yes, understanding before action. And this one summarizes all 5 days. So let's see what the leaderboard says. Well, no changes at the top. We still got JJ, Donna M, Marie, and Tel. But you never know what's going to happen. We've got another true or false question now. Risk usually comes from misunderstanding, not the system. True or false? Risk usually comes from misunderstanding, not the system itself. True or false? False or true? Time's a ticking. It's nice to see the amount of people answering is beginning to increase as we go forward. Yes, it's true. Because what we have to understand is that most problems come from rushing, not rules. Let's have a look at the leaderboard and then we'll head into the next question. Oh, a few changes. still the same at the top. Then we have JJ, Donna M, still there. But we have Tel and Ruby who have made increases. Congratulations. And congratulations, G. 3 in a row. Keep on learning. Keep on learning. Next question, please. Now this is the last question. What is the true goal of day 5? Push decisions, increase contracts, build clarity and confidence, or compete? Again, what is the true goal of day 5? Push decisions, increase contracts, compete, or build clarity and confidence? And it really was the true goal of the game. Yes, build clarity and confidence. Because if you got this one right, you've understood the whole event. So, we now have the podium and leaderboard coming up. Wow! Congratulations, Owatin. Congratulations, JJ. And congratulations, Donna M. Well done. All right. I just want to take a pause here because, first of all, congratulations to our top performers in the Kahoot. Great focus, great understanding, and well done. For those who made it into the top rankings, please take a screenshot of your final Kahoot result. After the session, kindly send this to your direct superior or recruitment manager. They will guide you on how to claim your reward. So a good start to the weekend for you guys. But for everyone else, please don't worry. The Kahoot was about learning, not just winning, because the real reward is clarity. Now, before we go on, I have a couple of special announcements to make. Yeah. Let me see if you got this right now. There. Before we officially close, I have an important announcement to share with you. And this update is meant to improve long-term platform stability, align with company requirements, and ensure we operate in a compliant and sustainable way. The first part of the announcement is the weekend work arrangement update. Effective immediately, no new work tasks will be released on the weekends. Oh, I can hear the cheer from the Philippines coming up from here. All work tasks will be primarily arranged on regular working days. This adjustment is intended to improve task authenticity and stability. It also helps to optimize overall work rhythm and efficiency, because this will ensure long-term compliant operation and help everyone balance work and rest. But please rest assured, this charge does not reduce the total number of tasks, because instead, by optimizing scheduling, the platform aims to provide more stable and sustainable work opportunities in the long run. The second part of the announcement, weekend interactive benefits. Even though weekend work tasks will not be released, weekends will still be meaningful. And to strengthen team interaction and help everyone better understand GIC's corporate culture, we will be offering weekend interactive benefit activities. I can hear the cheer again. During the weekends, users who decide to participate in activities such as offline visits with friends, team gatherings or meals, taking group photos and sharing moments, and compete sharing may receive rewards. So please ensure your relevant contact with your recruitment manager or in the official workgroup, because each valid submission will receive a random reward ranging from 77 to 377 pesos. Item 3. During the weekends, users who successfully invite new employees to participate in contract-based work may receive the following benefits: 3,000 peso contract, 180 plus 77 just plus 3 spin chances for the inviter, and the invitee, they get 3 spin chances. Or we have a 5,000 peso contract where the inviter gets 300 plus 177 pesos plus 6 spin chances. But the invitee here gets 6 spin chances. And then the 10,000 pesos contract, where the inviter will get 877 pesos plus 9 spin chances. Here the invitee gets 9 spin chances. Plus I have a few more reminders. All of these rewards are based on the platform's official records. In cases of abnormal and non-compliant behavior, the platform has and does reserve the right to cancel eligibility. And the final interpretation of this announcement rests with the GIC platform. So that's where learning and understanding come in. It safeguards you and it safeguards the platform. So, thank you for your understanding and continued support. And I hope you've understood what I've said. So please make your opinions known in the chat group. And GIC will keep optimizing our mechanisms to provide a more professional and reliable service experience for all our users. All right. That is the important update shared. I'm now moving back to the closing, because I would imagine you all want to get out tonight early, or at least start planning for the weekend. So, to finish, just let's slow down for one last moment. Over the last 5 days, you didn't just attend a webinar. You committed your time, your attention, and your thoughtfulness to the time you spent listening. That already puts you ahead of most people. Because understanding doesn't come from rushing. Just like confidence doesn't come from pressure. They both come from showing up day after day and choosing to understand before acting. Like we said earlier, some of the decisions you made this week may feel small. You may have decided to listen more carefully to the people around you. You may have decided to ask more questions. Or you may have taken the decision not to rush. But I guarantee you one thing. One day, things will feel smoother. You will realize those small choices made a big difference. And if you don't know, progress is rarely loud. Most of the time, progress is quiet, steady, and consistent. So no matter what you choose next, we hope you move with clarity and confidence, plus respect for your own pace. Personally, I want to thank you for your patience, and I know GIC does as well. We want to thank you for your trust, and we want to thank you for walking this 5-day journey with us. Please take care of yourselves and your families and your friends. Enjoy your weekend and whatever you're doing, resting, family time, recharging. And we hope we'll see you all again very, very soon. So good night. And listen, guys, have a great weekend. May you all be blessed. Thank you very much for your time.